Hey everybody, what's up ladies and gentlemen, Dimitri here. It is good to see you again. So today we're gonna do something very easygoing. I'm gonna try some new stuff. So it's gonna be first impressions and I'm gonna focus on the brand of Xerjoff, which is obviously an Italian niche house. And my history with Xerjoff has been a bit bumpy simply because last year I didn't really enjoy what I tried. I went for Neo, Uden, Kobe, Ibitira, and I could not understand what the hype was all about. But I'm the kind of guy that always gives a particular house a second chance. They deserve it. So I went for the Oud line this time and for the Kemi blending magic. I was impressed by Kemi, and this is what actually pushed me to order a couple more sample packs. I'm not gonna try everything in here. I have Richwood, I have Al-Khat, which I just sprayed on my pulse point, and I'm really digging this one. Al-Khat is a lovely, lovely jasmine ambery scent with a touch of beautiful oud, and I was really impressed by it. I saw a lot of reviews stating that it has a stinky, skanky opening. I didn't get that. I guess the people who get that skankiness are the ones that have just initiated their path towards niche perfumes and oud scents. Now, what I have here is Malesia, Richwood, I have Al-Khat, and in the other sample pack, I also have Alexandria II, and to be honest guys, I put it on yesterday. I tried it last year, wasn't too impressed by it, but I still wanted to see what the hype was all about, what the fuss was all about. And I still find it kind of designerish. It's good, I must admit. It's not a bad scent at all. It's just the opening is very designerish, reminiscent of other scents that are quite ambery, and then it develops a bit more, but not really my thing. Then I went for Elixir, perfume extract, Tempest, Tempest Parfum, and Jabir. So I'm actually gonna start with Jabir, which is one that really caught my attention. I don't remember what notes is in Jabir, guys, but when I went on Fragrantica to check them out, I liked what I was reading, so this is obviously gonna be an oud-based scent. Lovely, lovely oud. Let's see. Probably very powerful. The bottles from the Kemi blending line are insanely good looking. I love these bottles, guys. Love them. Wow. Okay, the opening is majestic. Floral, typical Middle Eastern floral type of scent, kind of soapy. Nice. I get a bit of oud, some animalic touch, and but that floral aspect is just glorious, gorgeous, beautiful scent, amazing, great opening. That floral odor is very well balanced with the oud, and I believe there's some civet perhaps in here. I'm not really sure, guys, to be honest. These are just first impressions. But the first blast is that of a very, very high quality, incredibly luscious and luxurious perfume that a very fancy Middle Eastern man would wear. In case you didn't know, in the Middle East, usually women wear oud perfumes, whereas men wear rose-based perfumes. So it's kind of the opposite way around. I mean, here in Europe and in the USA, you rarely see men wearing rose-based perfumes, whereas in the Middle East, it's a whole other type of game. This, guys, this is beautiful. Not unlike other scents that I've tried, but I must say that the combination of that rose and that oud is glorious, and there's probably more florals. There could be some jasmine in here. This is very airy and luscious at the same time. Fantastic. So I'm definitely trying this one on my skin later on. You know, sometimes you try a perfume on the paper strip and you're not really excited about it, so you don't really bother trying it on the skin. This one I really want to put it on, and by the way, the skin is the last ingredient that you need to try with a perfume in order to be able to buy it. You never want to test something on a paper strip, then buy it without testing it on your skin, simply because we all have different pHs depending on genetics, on where you live. There's a lot of factors that come in play when it comes to trying a perfume. So next up, Tempest. So Jabir was a big yes to me. Beautiful stuff. Tempest. This is the Parfum, so the spray version. I also have the Attar, but I'm not gonna try the Attars yet. And the opening is lovely. Slightly incensey, bit powdery, and there's a hint of cedar, a grainy type of cedar, and then some skunk from probably some oud. Nice. Another good one that I'm probably gonna want to try. This is quite straightforward, a woody, slightly ambery perfume with a bit of florals hanging in there. And now it's veering towards a bit of a fougère type of vibe. It's becoming more masculine, a bit soapier. This is changing fast. Wow, really fast. So when a perfume changes fast like that, of course the opening has the top notes, which are very volatile, so the molecules are hitting your nose at a really fast pace. Then typically it settles down. Sometimes you have the same smell from top to bottom. That means that all the materials in the perfume have the same density, so they all come up at the same time and they stabilize. Whereas some perfumes just have so many ingredients in them that they change radically during the wearing. This might be one of those perfumes. Now the cedar aspect is coming back, so you got a woody, ambery, lovely oudy perfume. Very enjoyable, good stuff. Whoa. Oh man, there's a lot of information in this one, guys. Give it a try. Tempest, a really interesting perfume. Now, next up, I'm actually gonna try Elixir as well. I'm really curious about this one. Since it's an oil, it's an attar, I'm gonna have to try it on my skin. I'm not gonna waste any of this juice. By the way, look at the density of this thing. This is like a proper attar. Check that out. This is just oil, no alcohol. Saudi Arabia, I mean, it is interesting how Arabs don't allow the use of alcohol, hence the reason why attars are so famous over there. It is forbidden to drink alcohol. It is forbidden to put alcohol on your skin. So this is the main reason why they got attars and we use spray versions with alcohol and ethanol. Nice. I'm gonna rub it a bit. Whoa, this is dense. You must say, okay, there's something about attars, guys. They are totally different from typical perfumes that you spray simply because the non-presence of alcohol does not allow them to hit your nose as fast as a typical perfume does. This is something that will stick very close to your skin and it will stick for a long time. So it leaves you with a bubble of luxury, but it doesn't scream as much as your typical eau de parfums and spray type of perfumes. So what I get here is a beautiful, salty, luxurious, floral oudy perfume. Very Middle Eastern, very reminiscent of a palace with a sheik, a maharaja. And this is such a Middle Eastern perfume, guys. I love it. This is just pure, utter luxury. It will not unfold. This is like reading a book, but you only read the few first pages. The alcohol typically opens up the notes It makes the reading of the perfume a bit easier. You can pinpoint more or less what's in the perfume. In the case of attars, everything is very concentrated. It's a completely different experience, guys. You should try them. I am gonna talk about attars in my next video for sure. I ordered some from Maison Anthony Marmin. And guys, those are some very affordable and beautiful, luxurious attars. Not unlike this. Wow, very interesting. It's very rich and opulent. There's obviously some rose in there. I mean, attars very often mix rose and oud, but it's different from the typical rose and ouds that you've smelled a million times. This is more opulent, a bit dirtier. Probably there's gonna be some ambergris in this, I believe. If you never tried an attar, you might be surprised at first, but give it a few wearings and you're gonna discover new things little by little. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Now, I'm so curious, guys, about Richwood. Some people claim this is the best sandalwood-based perfume on earth. But from what I read, this obviously has been reformulated and they amped up the patchouli note. So this might actually be a patchouli-based fragrance more than a sandalwood, which I don't mind because I love patchouli. Finally, I get to try Richwood. Ooh, what an opening, guys. This is beautiful, reminiscent of Coromandel by Chanel. And indeed, it is quite chocolatey and quite patchouli forward. So the sandalwood might actually unfold later on. The opening is gorgeous. This is beautiful. Soapy, slightly white chocolatey. The patchouli is going to be very green, very bright. It's not going to be an ambery patchouli like Psychedelic or patchouli from Profumum Roma. Slightly sweet, could be a great feminine scent. Yep, aldehydic, bright, happy. Would make a great signature scent. Perhaps a bit heavy if it's hot, but during a summer's night, you're gonna feel so luxurious wearing this. So guys, remember, if you have a bad impression of a certain brand, try to give it a second chance. Try other stuff from the line. I went the first year, last year when I ordered my sample pack, I went for the most hyped up ones. I went for Neo, Uden, Kobe. I went for a few more, Pico Valladama, Naxos, of course. But Naxos, actually, I'm starting to discover new facets and I'm starting to enjoying it more. But the other ones, I find them a bit too designer-ish, not really worthy of the price. These are actually splendid. These are really magnificent, guys. These, man, I'm definitely gonna buy a few from what I'm trying today. This is gonna be a home run for the upcoming autumn and winter. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. The thing is, if you own Coromandel by Chanel, this could be a bit derivative. You might not need to have both. They are quite similar. But this is just the first impression, guys. I need to discover this a bit more. So far, really good. Al-Khat, as I said before, is a splendid jasmine and oud based perfume. Magnificent. Alexandria II. I didn't really enjoy it too much, but I'm still gonna try it again after a few years. Malesia. And this one I'm really curious about. This is from the Oud Star line. Man, I'm smelling good this morning. Okay, this is totally different, which is good. This is dustier, a bit sweeter, a bit more caramelic. I mean, this is a bit more candy-like, but still very interesting. I get a very slight hint of an animalic touch. It's becoming a bit more powdery, like it's a white fragrance. I picture something white and fluffy, almost edible, but of very high quality. This is almost veering into the gourmand territory, but without becoming boring. This is quite interesting. Wow. This line is pretty good, guys. Now the ingredients are starting to balance. Yeah, this is a floral perfume, I would believe. Slight animalic, a bit woody, pleasant, not as powerful as Richwood. I should have sprayed this one before Richwood. Richwood was like in my face and it almost numbed my nose. This is a bit more subtle, hence the reason why I don't get a lot of things right now. So I'm gonna try it again later. I'm gonna end up with Alexandria II and see if my opinion changed. Here we go. All right. Okay, guys, so the opening is very similar to many other scents in the style of those alternative vanillic fougères like Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Mal. Now, if you try the recent version of Le Mal, which has been reformulated to death, you will not recognize this DNA. If you have the chance of owning a bottle from the early 2000s, where Le Mal was actually a shining knight in armor, or a knight in a shining armor, I guess. I'm kind of mixing words up, guys. I'm sorry, it's very early here. I just woke up. Then you would recognize it. So the opening is a bit of a lavender with some wood. It also reminds me of another perfume from Clive Christian. Might be rosewood, probably rock rose. That's the perfume it reminds me of. So I actually believe there is some rock rose, and you can actually smell it in this one. Lavender, high quality, good, interesting, but also generic at the same time. So if you're looking for something that will please the masses, this is it. If you're looking for something special that you've never smelled and might blow your mind, this is not it, unless you're just starting your path towards the niche game. There's a lot of things going on here. It's powdery, guys. This is one of those powdery powerhouses, but refined at the same time, you know? Could be a great clubbing fragrance, like Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Mal's used to be. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I would never buy this, probably simply because it reminds me of my good friend Marco, who used to rock Le Mal as a kid when we went clubbing, and this is just almost exactly how it used to smell, but more refined, more high quality, with a beautiful rock rose and lavender aspect that almost cuddle you. Mass appealing, masculine probably. So guys, yep, that was it. Great stuff, especially the Kemi blendings, but also Al-Khat. Oh man, this is so good. Probably one of the top 3 jasmine and oud combination ever, guys. So that was it for today. I apologize if I mumbled a bit, but honestly, it's really early. So let me know in the comment section if you actually tried any of these. Personally, I find them really glorious. I'm glad I gave Xerjoff a second chance. Peace out, everybody. I will see you in the next one. Ciao.